Yeah, we here.
Second nature, all is automatic. You fools hurt. Jesus will.
This is Dev B Music.
Hey yo,
Yeah.
Nike check. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19, huh? Icy, water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Get the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All them all on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. They like, hold up, wait a minute, like don't make sense, I really get it. I'm steady getting to the check.
Well, later tonight, a November snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Taken in the end zone. Decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
On play action, Cousins. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. A huge play there right off the bat. And even 60 yards.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
And it's pretty evident when you watch how Minnesota plays, just how important Dalvin Cook is to their offense. 1,000-yard rusher a year before, the first one the Vikings had since Adrian Peterson was dominating their carries. And having Cook in the lineup for the bulk of the season, that made Minnesota exactly what their head coach Mike Zimmer wanted them to be. A much more physical team that complemented their defense.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Throwing is Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Now, that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Dan Bailey for the Vikings field goal. A 21-yard attempt.
Bailey's kick is good. After marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They begin with a quick throw out left. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on 1st. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 7 yards there and a 1st down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. And what they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Back to the ground on 1st. It's Geis. The tackle goes to Harrison Smith.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz it? Do I need to...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough road for Minshew and the Jags. Out of the gun is Minshew. Connection made with Shenault. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
On 3rd down, you'll give them that. You just want to make sure that you play the 1st down line. They were able to get him down and force the punt.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. Well, he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Touchdown, Vikings! Adam Thielen, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase it.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. A good run there to start the drive. 13 yards, 1st down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Holton Hill, the one there to bring him down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 now. Minshew. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Daniil Hunter able to record his 5th sack of the season. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
And that's just so difficult for them, because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. 2 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Minshew to throw. Able to find his running back, Geis. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Nothing the score after 1 on EA Sports.
10. Jaguars nothing.
Here's 2nd and 9. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And he fires one, but incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Again, Minshew looking to throw. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. It'll be Minshew again. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Minshew quickly completing it out wide. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. DJ Chark with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars are back within a score.
As they began this last drive, things weren't exactly looking up for this offense. But after what they just did, putting the ball in the end zone, that took them away from the brink of possibly being knocked out of this game.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded in the end zone. He'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
They had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Cook, the ball carrier.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes, and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 45-yard line.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And this is going to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the gun, here's Cousins. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 23. 22 yards there, a first down. Cousins gets this one out wide quickly. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15.
A 6-yard.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this. Back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. From the 17, Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Cousins to his tight end, Rudolph, for a Viking first down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just toweling it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Shotgun handoff now to Geis. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
On play action, it's Minshew. Caught Eifert over the middle. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 27-yard line. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
At the 21-yard line.
Minshew sets to throw. Off to Geis on the screen. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll hand it now to Geis. Here down to the 6-yard line.
The ball carrier.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
is Geis. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best block.
And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
On the ground, Geis. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there.
Again, Geis. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burned the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Now Minshew. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Tyler Eifert in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
They'll go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports.
Minshew going to lead up the Jaguars 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line.
From the gun, he'll set up to throw. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
And nearly picked off there. That would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw it, Minshew. He gets it in the hands of Geis. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 41 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Geis. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great effort there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Taken in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Cousins. Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jared Wilson. When I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And he will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Minshew. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Minshew and Shark on the hook up there. First down, Jacksonville.
First down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Geis. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes the score Jaguars 28, Vikings 17. Josh Lambo.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he returns this to the 22.
Spencer on the return. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Cousins now from the 50. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
A 2nd down throw for Cousins. He goes right back to Jefferson, and this one complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Cousins again. Open man is stealing. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
10 at the 26-yard line.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. A first down throw for Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
We saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll run on first down. Cook. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Cousins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because it nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
11 on the play.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 39, Minshew. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Shark, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
The kickoff for Jacksonville.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And all the way down to the 35. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph, but it'll be 2nd down. Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. To the air again, it's Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
That's a gain of 7.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. They'll throw again. Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Now Cousins on 4th down. This is incomplete. Well, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. A real chance for them to salt this game away after that turnover on downs, holding a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr.
2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Off play action, it's Minshew. To the left side here. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 36. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 36. The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Down by Mike Hughes.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves, you're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Minshew sets to throw. Over the middle, ball in by Sharp. Now he's stripped. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. But a failure on 4th down on the other side leads immediately to a 1st and goal. Geis, they'll try to run it. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Laviska Shenault. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Makes the score Jaguars 42, Vikings 20.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. He's going to launch this thing. Wait, he's got him in, complete. But he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Minnesota Vikings.
And on this challenge, the refs have to take a peek and see whether or not the receiver was able to dot the I with both feet,
while making sure that he possesses the football all the way through the catch.
On 1st down, it's Cook. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Carrier. The tackle made at the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 7.
From the 36, Cousins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Cousins in step with Jefferson that time. 1st down Vikings. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. from the gun. Here's Cousins. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
Minshew and the Jags now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They'll try and burn some clock with Geis. And some room to run now. He's at the 40, 20, 10, touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. 67 yards. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. But go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ball game. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. Beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. K'Lavon Chaisson showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Justin Jefferson, the rookie, his intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Throwing, Cousins. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here. Gets through and now an opening. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
We always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
He's going to let it fly. And a third interception thrown by Cousins. Picked by Jared Wilson. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. They stay on the ground. Geis again. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line. Yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
And 7 at the Vikings 39-yard line.
Out of the gun, Geis. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. Oh, now Chenault with a chance to run. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
8-yard pickup. First down, Jaguars. Today's final score, Jaguars.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you still think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Jacksonville, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they will head home next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, this season is beyond salvage now as they fall to 2-10. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
She right got me.
That boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay.